Hello everyone, welcome. Hope you're doing well today. I'm Umbras, and today, this lovely Thursday, we are playing Enthusia Professional Racing. We get to drive all the fast cars, starting with this wonderful hot hatchback of the Alfa 147 GT, the facelifted version. As you can see here, absolutely beautiful little car. I love the little Alfa Romeos and everything. This is so cute. I wish we got more of them in the United States. But absolutely love the look of these things, and because it's Italian, one of the fewer Italian cars in the game, we get to do the Italian Car Limited Race, which means a high points-paying event at Marco Strada, which is always super fun. Welcome, Shelby GT. Hope you're doing well. Ooh, what are we up against? Alright, we got an Alfa 156 GTA. Got a Lancia Delta Integrale, Alfa SZ. I think this is one of the few games that actually has the Alfa SZ. And an Alfa GTV. And we got a Stratos. So 2 Lancias and 4 Alfa Romeos. Welcome, Salad. We're going to be heading to the Mediterranean to race around these cobbled Italian streets with a bunch of other Italian sports cars. This is going to be fun. And as you can see here, this is the GTA version. So it does have the widened fender flares. More, it has the adjusted suspension. It has the more powerful engine as well. This is basically, like, you know, the crown of all the 147s you can get usually, at least of the road-going versions. Alright, get around the Stratos. Stratos does not like the chicane. I'll say feel about the drawing I posted in Discord. It's pretty good. The it's the NSX of Dreamy Ghost, right? It looks pretty good. It looks pretty good. I gotta play. I know after I complete either My Summer Car or Need for Speed Underground Rivals, I want to do more. I want to do more Tokyo Extreme Racer games. I want to do more of that, so yeah, I'm gonna be. That's definitely on the mark. Also, I've been thinking a little bit. I might take a little bit of a break from the RPGs after completing Paper Mario 1000 Year Door, and I may use Wednesday while I kind of come up with more RPGs and everything to play. I may use Wednesday then to kind of replay some of the games I've played on channel already, but with special twists to it, challenges or whatever. I think that'll be pretty cool. I know both Need for Speed Most Wanted and Midnight Club 3. I do have the itching to replay those, and I think with either of those, I could do a prize car only run. I've been going through the kind of prize cars and everything for Midnight Club 3, and it's gonna be difficult because the prize cars for Atlanta aren't that great. You got the Escalade, and then you have the Ducati as your C and B class vehicles. The Ducati's pretty good, but it comes much later in the Atlanta part of the career, so it'll be a little bit interesting. I think I definitely want to give it a shot. I think that'll be a unique challenge to kind of try out. I could also do, because you know we played through that one really quick of Rally Fusion. We played through Rally Fusion really quick. And I have a Reaper Rooster hot sauce. I want to do a challenge series of the Rally Fusion games where every time we hit a chicken, the Reaper comes and gets us instead of the chicken. So we have to have a spoonful of the Reaper Rooster hot sauce. I think that'll be pretty cool. What kind of Gary's my map based off the Hugo Mont farm from the Napoleonic West. Oh, awesome! That'd be kind of a fun, almost like, that'd be kind of a fun map to kind of do things on. And then since it's, you know, probably, you know, something that's been used in, you know, wartime and everything, it'd probably be a very solid Trouble in Terrorist Town map, now that I think about it. That'd be a pretty good one. You know, different sight lines and everything, maybe getting off some, like, sniper rounds or all that stuff. Depending how dense it is with props, prop hunt could work. Hugo Monte. Hugo Monte, okay. Hogo? How do you pronounce the H-O-U? Hugh or Ho? I do not the French. We do not speak French in this household. We do not speak the French in this household. I can't believe I'm getting close to actually lapping these people. Like the name Hugo and Mont. Okay. So the O is like silent. Oh, a little bit too much brake. This is a third gear corner, Isaac. That is a third gear corner. Je ne parle pas français. No, no French. And in the words of Captain Cortez, tell me we're being overrun by the French. Oh, little tap of the wall. Darn, I thought we were gonna get a clean race in. Break just before the 50. Probably closer to the 75-meter mark, actually. Why are they taking... Bruh, you don't need to go that slow. You can supercars it. Just curb hop. You don't gotta worry about tire pressure. You don't gotta worry about suspension damage. Just tire hop. Want to make a map for sandbox, so the NPC battles and such can be done without making it for other game modes. Yeah, like other game modes would be kind of cool as well. Like TTT would be a solid one, because if it's gonna be, you know, have the battles anyway, like that would be solid, right? Prop pump would be kind of hit or miss, depending on what kind of props you actually have and everything and how dense it is. Usually prop hunt works better on the smaller, more dense maps and everything. So, yeah, it really depends on that one. What are some other Gmod things? Gmod game modes. The main two I'm familiar with is Prop Hunt and Trouble in Terrorist Town. I'm trying to remember what else there is. The problem with the map have to be restricted to just the farm. Yeah, because the fields. Yeah, the fields would be absolutely huge, and you still need a solid amount of props for that as well. But if you close off the farm, you can close off the windows and everything, or like make it so, you know, you get on the outside, you end up like, you know, losing health or something. I think that could be a solid one. I don't know, you know, allow the map to, you know, you're putting a lot of effort into it, you may as well, you know, have variations for the community and everything. For them to kind of vibe with it and all that stuff. I think so, anyway. Nope. Oi. Oi, game. Gosh, the triggers are so sensitive. Alright, let's see. What other options we got? We got a front-wheel drive race to Victoria Road. Not a bad option. Got a Tsukuba circuit race. I had a Fortnite something map for the Prop Hunt version. Yeah, pretty much, yeah, that. I've heard it's possible to prevent, like, out-of-bounds hacks and everything. So, it wouldn't be a bad option to consider. So the farm itself is large enough, like that'd be a, you know, that'd be a solid prop pump map. What are some of the other game modes that Gary's mod has? I'm also kind of going back to like watching like PewDiePie and all of them doing, you know, the different game modes, and my mind is just stuck on those two. I know there were others. I just don't remember what they were. Oh, dive down the inside. If gap car. In the immortal words of some Brazilian guy, if gap car, just send it. Oh gosh. The understeer. Alright, I gotta adjust my braking a little bit. I gotta remember, it is a front-wheel drive car. Ooh, what's that? Oh yeah, you have to defend the farm and everything. That'd be a good one. That'd be such a good one as well. We just like got some black powder somewhat. Yeah, you gotta hold off the zombies at the farm and everything. Have it so that the players can't leave the farm or whatever. Kind of board up the door and all that stuff, and have a, you know, like a Fortnite storm type of thing on the outside. But have the zombies try to like find their way in. Although if you only have like the door, that makes things a little bit more tricky. But on the other hand, if you leave the super open space of like the actual farmlands, that would make things tricky as well, because then it'll make it, you know, trivial for the players to survive. That'd be an interesting one to try to pull off, I think. What would be some other ones? If you have like a game mode that's almost like Rainbow Six Siege or like, you know, that type of stuff, that'd be a pretty good one as well. Have, you know, the attackers start, you know, on the outside of the house, and the defenders have to defend like an objective or something on the inside of the farm. That'd be an interesting one as well. Kind of turn into like a tactical shooter and all that. Gosh, I will say that a lot of the tracks in Enthusia Professional Racing are genuinely beautiful. Like, they have all a different vibe and all that stuff. And it's just super cool to see. There's some control point flag PvP mode game in it. Yeah. Or like a King of the Hill. So you have to like control the points for a certain amount of time at like the top floor, or like somewhere within the farm, right? You need to make the spawns kind of about equidistant then. Bonk. Follows Phil just as with the Napoleonic RIP map. True. Oh, it's been so long since I played Gary's mod. I don't even know if I still have it on my old laptop. Because it was one of the few games that like would run on my old computer. You know, because it was kind of a basic laptop and everything. So I'm like, you know what, this is kind of fun, let's do this. And I remember doing, you know, I couldn't play it long because, you know, first person shooter and motion sickness. But, you know, the times I do get to play it, it was fun. My favorite was always Prop Hunt though. I really like Prop Hunt. Roleplay Scenic Areas mod is big for some reason due to how much freedom the players have. Yeah, I guess if you have like the custom maps and stuff like that, you can really... You can almost turn it into like a different type of VR chat. So, you know, that's got like a whole bunch of servers for things like roleplay or like watching movies or, you know, just chilling and all that stuff. So, you know. That wouldn't be bad. That wouldn't be bad either. Alright, we're on a break just before the second to last light pole. Second gear through here. Use a little bit of throttle to stabilize the car as it wants to rotate off throttle. Like, I do have the front drive set up a little bit on the spicier side with the off throttle oversteer to help get that cornering ability. Like murder, prop hunt, TTT. Now which one is murder? I'm trying to remember which one is murder. I'm trying to remember which one now. Like I said, it's been a really long time since I've done Gmod stuff. Alright, here we go. Nice and smooth through the chicanes. Murder is just a murder mystery game, like the Roblox game Murder Mystery. Okay, so it's almost basically like you got to find like the one killer or whatever, and the killer's gotta almost like figure out ways to get people without getting spotted and stuff, right? Maybe something like that. Ooh, we got a 2-for-1 there. Weight reduction and extra grippy boys. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Alright, let's see what other races we have. Getting a good... I want to make sure we get a good variety of tracks here. Ooh, the ultimate match. Alright. 2 hot hatches in the snow. Let's do it. The Alfa versus the Vits. Yes. Come on. There we go. Use that acceleration. Use that beautifully powerful engine. There we go. Over the jump. Little jump. Nice. There we go. Keep up the pace. Don't want to understeer though. We're doing a good job. We're doing a very good job. Alright, little, oh gosh. Little bit of understeer there. Corner's just a little bit off camber. But we got this. Oh, come on. The uphill it struggles. All the weight gets shifted to the rear. So the front tires do not have any grip. All right, come on. We got this. We got this. Yes, there we go. Give us a little bit more speed, a little bit more maneuverability. There we go. Boom. Alright, first lap done. We're 5 seconds ahead. We're absolutely blowing this little bits out of the water. So the hard part is going to be surviving the snow. Surviving the winter. A flash of red and a sea of white. I like how I look over at my AIO, and it's got to the monitor screen, but the simplistic version, which just kind of takes like the average colors on screen, and it's just pure white over there. It's hilarious. Little bit darker going through the the bridge section with the shadows, but not by much. Holy moly. Come on, come on. Give me a little bit more. Oh my gosh. That's one thing I do struggle with a little bit, because we don't get a whole lot of snow here in Maryland. It's more so a lot of like slick kind of wet, semi-freezing roads. So I don't really know how to drive well in snowy conditions. That is one thing I do struggle with a little bit. Is more of like the snowy maps and things like your rally sims and all that stuff. Alright, here we go. Nice and smooth through the twisty parts. Every part is a twisty part though. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely beautiful. When it was like to live in a place like this, you know, kind of a smaller European village with all the snow and everything. I wonder what like people, you know, do in these types of smaller towns. Like what kind of jobs and everything. Cause I'll be honest, I kind of grown up in a little bit more of a densely populated, a little bit more urban environment and everything. So I've always kind of wondered what people do, kind of more in the more like rural areas. Obviously, with the advent of like work from home and everything, you can kind of move out there and do that. But if you have to like come in or whatever, you know, that makes things a little bit tricky. Alright, nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Back to the right. Through the streets. Like, it's gotta be so cool. Well, you know, you wonder what people kind of do for, like, entertainment. What people, you know, for work and everything. You know, heading to the store. You probably only have, like, a very small selection of, like, options for, like, stores you can go to and everything. It's gotta be so interesting. Like, it's just very, very different than the environment, you know, I grew up in and everything. So, I've always kind of wonder what it's like. I've always kind of wondered what it's like being in like this type of environment and like long term, not like just taking a vacation, but like literally like living there and everything. You're watching Tokyo Game Show. Adachi, welcome to the stream. Anything interesting there? Hoping potato does not explode? Like, actual potato like you're baking a potato, or like laptop potato? Either way, yes, let's hope they don't explode. No explodey potatoes. No explodey potatoes. Both? Is it both? Oh no. Wish I wrote potatoes. Oh. Okay, so computer potato. Gotcha. Make a potato and cheese. Ooh. Yes, we kind of slice them, and like the thinner slices, you cook them up on a skillet. Little bit of, you know, little bit of your garlic, a little bit of, you know, your black pepper, little bit of salt, little bit of oil, like olive oil and stuff. You cook them on a skillet, and the thin, you know, slices to the little bit crisp. Put the cheese on top. Yes. That'd be good. Yum. There we go. We have survived the blizzard. There we go. Give us more power, baby. More power, baby. Alright, we should probably try to enter one of the harder races. I think it changed month? No, next week is changed month. In-game. So let's see what options we have. We have an Italian car race. Trying, but eat the Anya. Anya. Yizipi. What's here? Oh gosh. We got an M3 GTR and a TV or a Tamura. Let's do it. I wanna see just how much we get just dunked on by those two high-powered rear-wheel drive cars. It is a Titanical circuit. It is wet. But I wanna see. I wanna see what we can do. Oh, we gotta be aggressive. We gotta get around the other front-wheel drive cars. Have them be our buffers. Two V6s dueling it out. Come on. We want to brake a little bit earlier because it is in a wet second gear. Raise that inside curb. Dang, that was a great battle down the back straight. Two Alfa Romeos side by side, absolutely screaming at each other, hoping that the other one submits. Ooh, okay. All right, that's gonna allow the BMW to get attacked now by the TV or Tamura. Brake just before the curbing. There we go, big push now. Oh, they got a better run out of the corner than me. Can I do a cutback on them? Now, all right, they're hugging the inside line. They're gonna have a good run out of here. Dang, all right, gotta put the pressure on them. Hope they make maybe a mistake. They can make mistakes. They don't make them often, but they do make them. That low speed acceleration though. Like, we've got the better braking. that low speed acceleration from the Beamer, that's actually genuinely really good in the wet. Not a hint of wheel spin there. Alright, he got onto the curb a little bit. That's gonna slow him down a tad. Oh, but he's just pushing. That V8 powered Bavarian beast of a machine. Come on. Yeah, they've got us. They've got us in the straights. I don't think we can keep up. We just gotta keep pushing then and hope that we can hold off the TVR then. 2 laps down, 4 to go. So we're a third of the way through the race. We can still get a solid second place finish. Not if we do that though. Not if we do that. Okay. That's cut off a lot of time between the TVR and us. So we need to brake before. We need to brake well before the barriers on the right hand side. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Alright, come on, come on, come on. Oh, they're gonna have a good run out of the long sweeping left-hander. Come on, use the throttle to pull us in a little bit. There we go, decent run out of the corner. We got a solid straight line speed. You gotta remember, this is still, while it may be a fairly lightweight compact car, it does have a fairly powerful V8 motor. One of the high performance motors available for an Alfa Romeo at the time. This should allow us to build up a little bit of a gap. Or at least minimize the time lost to the TVR. Come on. Nice and easy. Alright, come on, be gentle. Welcome to the line, hope you're doing well. Right now it is a battle between 2 European cars. The TVR Timora behind us. And us in the Alfa Romeo 147. Specifically the GTV variant with the wide body and the revised suspension. And that powerful 3.2 liter V6 motor. Sending off a sonorous war cry. Second gear, a little bit of curb on the inside, not too much because it is wet and the curbs get slippery when the wet. We do not want to touch too much curbing in the wet. Graze the brakes, back down to third gear. Through Dunlop corner. Back down in a second, into the hairpin. There we go. There we go. Alright, we have one more corner and one more lap after that. The TVR is making some ground on us. We're gonna have to really push, really get a good lap in order to, in order to maintain third position, second position, I mean. Alright, this is gonna make things interesting. Alright, we're gonna get into that slipstream. Absolute dive down the inside. Alright, hug the inside here. There we go, yeah, that's right, you back out. That's smart, that's clever. Alright, we got 2 heavy acceleration zones left. That TVR, well, very lightweight, so it doesn't have as much traction on the rear wheels. It's got a lot of power under the hood. Alright, made a little bit of a gap out of the first hairpin into the second hairpin. Come on. There we go. Oh man, that was way too close. That was good. Oh, I love the 147. It was used quite a bit in the BTCC as well. Wasn't that successful? Unfortunately, a lot of reliability problems with the vehicle at the time compared to its other contemporaries in the BTCC races. But when it was working, my word, was it fast. Bravo, thank you. That was a fun battle at the end there. A nice little one-on-one duel. A little Italian bean versus a purebred British sports car. Ooh. Oh, we can easily do this. Let's get the Thunderbird. Against the Thunderbird on a track like this with all the tight technical corners. Yeah, we weigh less. We have the shorter wheelbase, which allows us to be more maneuverable. We can do this. They should have put us up against another front-wheel drive hot hatch to really get something good going. Like, yeah, they may end up out-accelerating us on the front straight. We can easily cut back. Double apex. And bye-bye. Bro pushed too hard in the first corner. Big mistake. Big mistake. Oh. That's alright, we didn't touch the wall. Not as big as a mistake as we initially thought. There we go. Nice and smooth through the corners. Alright, into the hairpin. All the hairpins, one after the other. It's like the Iro Hazaka stage in the initial D games. Just one hairpin after the other. Back and forth all the time. Alright, track opens up quite a bit. Use that to carry the speed. Little bit of exhaust reverberating through the tunnel section. There we go. Start braking at the chevrons. Yeah, down in a second, we want that extra rotation from the lower gear. Alright, back into the identical hairpins again. We had a little bit of a break. Little bit of time to stretch our legs. Now back into the tight, tentacled switchbacks. Alright. Alright, come on. There we go, there we go. Into the hairpin. Nice. Alright, the tighter hairpins are done. Only have the more open hairpins now. Getting to the top of the mountain. One more tunnel. Yeah, get a little bit of that echoing of the exhaust. Another double apex hairpin. Into the ruins section. As we're getting really close to the castle at the top. Welcome, Christine. I hope you're alright today. One for the rest of his life. Yeah. There we go. We took that Thunderbird down. One bird with one alpha. That's what the saying goes, right? That's how the saying goes. There we go. Get the extra grippy boys. The high performance tires. Got one more race before this car is at its max level. Ooh, what would that race be? I think we have time. I think we have another RS event we can enter. Marco Strata, the Adriatic Midnight. Alright, so another duel race. And it's between... Yeah! Us and Nismo R34. Hey, Ford Shelby GT, remember that car you posted and I said you get your butt whooped anytime it actually showed up in, you know, the regular lineup in Enthusia? Yeah, we were gonna get a butt whoop with that. I'm still gonna give it a shot though. I'm still gonna give it a shot, just to see. Because our car is near max level anyway. But on the other hand, it does have forward drive, it does have more power, it does have the extra downforce. It does have the better transmission. You have sealed my fate, Ford Shelby GT. Nah, I'm kidding. It was bound to happen eventually. It shows up quite frequently in a lot of the RS races. It's basically one of the fastest forward drive cars in the game alongside the Bugatti EB110. So it makes it one of the better all-around performers. Like sure, things like the SLR, the Caterham 7, on a dry track will be faster. But on wet conditions, on snowy conditions, on off-road, like, those two are basically gonna be your main two opponents. The kind of the jack of all trades, master of all type of vehicles. Alright. Come on. Through the chicane. We're not nearly as close this time. Every lap he's pulling just a little bit more of a gap. I don't know if I could hear this, chat. Yeah, no, I'm pushing too hard now. Off track. Track limits. Lap invalidated. Track limits. Gosh, it just keeps... Like, we gain time in Sector 3, but everywhere else we're losing time. Like, from that kind of banked corner all the way up until the hairpin down here, we just... Like, we gain a lot of time there. But then, like, in the open, sweeping corners, just has the maneuverability. And it just pulls a bigger gap. Oh, I'm struggling. Alright, I don't think I can beat that, guys. I don't think I can beat that one. That one's... I think we bit off a little bit more than we can chew. So let's see what the next RS event is. Yeah. Our ranking decreases by 1. Oh no. Anyways. Let's see. Let's see what the next RS event is. Speediopolis ring. Alright then. Welcome, Mr. Midnight. Hope you're well. Let's do a front-wheel drive race with a bunch of vehicles that'll be right around our pace. Other vehicles that have also competed in BTCC and other touring car races around this time period, including the Acura RSX, you know, your Honda Civics, your Golf GTIs. Yeah, all of those could trace the lineage back to some level of touring car somewhere during this time period. But welcome, Miss Min. I hope you're doing well today. How be things? Hopefully things are well. Hopefully you're far enough out of the path of the hurricane. What a ton of Star Wars games today. Ooh. Any that have exceeded your expectations so far? Or are you kind of playing them one by one until you find, one that really knocked your socks off? Oh. Yeah, when this thing is near fully upgraded, it sounds, even for a V6, it sounds really, really nice. Ah, we're gonna die. Okay. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. It should rapidly begin to lose its energy and dissipate once it reaches land. But I know close to where a couple of VTuber friends of mine live, out in the panhandle of Florida, it's they shut down some of the Waffle Houses. So that's how you know that at least like when you're closer to the water there, it's gonna be a bit rough. It's gonna be a bit rough. But once it reaches land, it should rapidly dissipate. Hopefully. But Starfighter, Jedi Starfighter, Racer, Revenge, Clone Wars, Bounty Hunter, and Revenge of the Sith. Oh, so a bunch of the PS1 and PS2 era Star Wars games. Nice. Yeah, you have a solid collection of those ones there. I remember playing Star Wars Racer. That one was really good. I personally like that one. Just PS2 era. Okay, I could have sworn some of them may have been PS1 era, but I might be a little bit mistaken. It's been a while since I played some of those games. So I don't remember as much about them. I do remember liking Racer Revenge. That one I actually kind of liked. That one was pretty fun, actually. I think Bounty Hunter was decent as well. I don't remember as much about it, that one. But that one almost, if memory serves me correct, it almost kind of felt like Star Wars meets like Hitman. We have to kind of like find the targets and track them down and everything. And get into a position where we can actually take them down and all that. Racer Revenge, the PS2 pod racing. Yes! Yes, that one. That one was pretty good actually. It's a solid anti-grav racer. That one was pretty fun. Wait, they remastered Bounty Hunter. Ooh. I remember playing that one, but I don't remember a whole lot about it. So I may have to see. That might not be a bad one to... I don't know, there's already so many games I want to play. And I kind of want to go back and revisit some of the games I've already played on stream as well. To, you know, for, doing certain challenges and stuff with those games. A couple months ago with updated controls and ability to play as Boba Fett. Ah, nice. You get the jetpack. The jetpack. That sounds like fun. Alright, 2 more laps to go as we are laying down rubber on this Titanical Japanese circuit. Absolutely beautiful. It's weird, when I was a kid, I didn't really like Tsukuba that much. I kind of felt it, very flat, very, okay, a little bit of a straight, okay, hairpin, okay, a little bit of a straight, okay, sharp corner and everything. And I think the 1-lap guide run, Gran Turismo 4 license test didn't help. But like, as I've gotten older, I've come to have like an appreciation for Tsukuba. And I really kind of like the simplicity of the track. And I genuinely quite like racing on it in both the simcades and in the proper sims. Those are really fun. And it's also because of like, a lot of like the racing games of the PS2 era where it really kind of became, more well known outside of Japan with its, time attack battles and everything. So it's really cool to see it, in like sims like iRacing or like mods for like Assetto Corsa and all that. Cause you get to race all kinds of cars, with other people on it. And it's really fun. Like, while it's great to race against AI and like the simcades and stuff, having full grids of like, equal vehicles, door banging each other and everything on this tight track is really cool. Alright, getting close to finishing this race here. Only a couple corners to go. It's the last of the heavy braking zones. 1 more corner, 2 more straights. Big push. Our last race of the Alfa Romeo. Absolutely beautiful car. Beautiful little bean. There we go. There's the finish line. Run wide and come across it. There we go. Very solid lap times there. 107s for a street performance based but still street legal front wheel drive hot hatch. 107's not bad actually. 107 is not bad at all. That is a very respectable time for still a street legal car at Tsukuba. Alright, so let's see. Let's see what real sports cars we can get. Alright, we have 3. Got the Corvette Z51. With its fame in the PS1 era Need for Speed games. We got the TVR Cerbera. 4.4 liter, massive engine for a British vehicle. 400 horsepower, very nice. And look at the Shelby Cobra 427, 7 liter V8 overhead valve engine with the side exhausts. Oh, alright, let's get the random number generator up. Let's get the random number generator up. Alright. If it is a 1, we will get the Corvette. If it is a 3, it'll be the Shelby Cobra. If it's a 2, it's a TVR. 2 American cars, 1 British car. Ooh. Alright. The Corvette. The Corvette it is. It's not a Z06, but the Z51 is still a respectable model. We have 3 different colors. So we got Quicksilver, Torch Red, Millennium Yellow. Ooh. I'm going with the Torch Red. One, because I got that Prince song stuck in my head when I saw it. You know, Little Red Corvette. But also because it looks really nice in that. It looks really nice in that color. Alright, let's get you a little bit more acceleration, a little bit locking in the rear differential. Stiffen up the front and rear just a little bit. There we go. This one looks nice and black. Yeah, it does. Welcome, Gabriel. Unfortunately, we don't have black as an option for that, but it looks. Oh, the C5 Corvette. I do have a soft spot for it. It looks really good in so many different colors. I really like the look of it. And you know what? Let's take it to the Nordschleife. Let's take it to the Nordschleife. Oh, may as well. Very first race with the car, taking it to the ring. Yes, that low rumble. Whole bunch of large displacement V8 motors rumbling around the ring. Oh, the Pantera's lost it. Alright, let's out-accelerate that big German box. Leaf spring is the auto suspension for the green hell. Hey, with the way the suspension is on the Corvette, with the sideways leaf spring, that allows it to have independent rear suspension. You know, could be worse. Could be so much worse. Oh, this thing handles wonderfully. Holy cow. You'd expected a big V8 American car to be absolutely dreadful to drive. This thing is just gripping the road. This hasn't even gotten a single tuning level yet. Alright, I do want to lift that Flugplatz though. I do not want to go airborne here. I'm a little bit scared of Flugplatz in most sims. Not as much as Enthusia, in Enthusia, but like in like iRacing or like ACC. Yeah, fiberglass for the win. Plus also the later versions of the C5 had the GM Magna Ride suspension as well. That automatically increased or decreased dampening with a LiDAR system that detected bumps in the road and everything for a smoother ride and more contact patch of the road. Which is really cool, that type of system. It uses a ferromagnetic fluid in the shocks as well as an electromagnet that basically can be used to either stiffen up or soften up the shocks on the car for how much bound and rebound you want. And it does that on the fly with that system. It is so cool. For early 2000s tech. Like, that is amazing stuff. Oh, and the sounds! Yeah, a little bit of sideways action from this beast. Oh, yeah. Oh, I love the rumble. I love the growl, the roar of that V8 motor. Alright. Gotta be careful here. This is where it starts getting a little bit technical. Down in the second gear. Back to the left. Swing it around. I feel like that old school lap record video of the one guy absolutely sending the roof Yellowbird around the Nordschleife, but basically drifting it through all the corners. That's kind of how I feel a little bit here. Just getting the rear end just a little bit loose, getting that rotation. Holy cow. This thing feels so good to drive though. Oh my word. More speed, please. Alright, little bit late on the brakes there. Alright, the second section where we get to really test the vehicle's top end now. Let's see how fast we can go through here. We do have a few corners, but these can be taken flat out all the way through. Holy cow, it takes that curb like nothing. It does not care. Alright, do need to slow down a little bit through this left-hand kink. That kink right there used to catch me out so many times in a lot of the Gran Turismo 4 license tests. Because you're like, oh yeah, high-speed section, cargo burr. You know, you draft into the pace car in front of you and all of a sudden it's, you know, a tight, fairly tight left-hander. You're like, oh crap. Oh no. Alright, onto the carousel. Little bit of that bank cornering. Alright, now we're into some of the faster sections of the course, but still incredibly technical. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Alright. Yeah, a little bit of an off track there. Hopping a little bit of that curb. Oh gosh, okay. Ooh, okay, car gets a little bit dicey in the high speed sections. I don't think we've gotten a YouTube corner yet. I think YouTube corner is coming up. But I'm not sure. I think this is... Yeah, this is it here with the jump. Brake just a little bit before the jump. Get the car turned in. That one I remember. Once you get past the carousel, it's difficult to remember the rest of the Nordschleife, as you lose a lot more of your reference points and everything here. And you're like, well, wait a second, what is all this part? Until you get to basically here, this section, the part right before, you know, the main top speed test of your vehicle. There we go, there we go. Give us a little bit of speed. Give us a little bit of power. Alright, there we go. Big push now. Down the straight. Oh, the sounds! Oh my word. This thing has so much speed. $180 miles an hour, basically. Almost. Oh, save it, please. Holy cow. Isotope truckers. Nordschleife Vetters. Holy cow. That was sketchy at the end there, trying to get it all under control. Hey, Corvette 1-2, let's go. Nice. That was so good. Oh. And we get some upgrades as well. Yeah, a little bit of weight reduction. Make this lightweight American sports car even lighter. Alright, let's see what races we have now. Hopefully something good. Hopefully something good. Let's see. No, okay, it must be one of the drivetrain matchups. Ooh. A one-make race. A coquette from GTA 4. Basically, yeah, it's the 5th generation vet. Absolutely beautiful. Sounds amazing. Drives amazing. Yes. Alright. Time for an American invasion of England. Okay, come on. You can go a little bit faster there, buddy. Another truck race simulator rig and roll? I do not. What is that? Bonk. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad on our part. We kind of used the car as a bit of a battering ram there. You gotta remember, this thing goes a lot quicker than you think, so you gotta brake a lot earlier. That sound, though. That sounds... Alright, we want to brake just before the crest of the bridge, that way we don't go flying. Because this thing does have the straight line speed to get airborne over the bridge. And we don't want that, because then we have a turn immediately afterwards. And where that turn is, there's a wall. And you don't want to hit a wall. You don't want to hit a wall. Rig and Roll is American Truck Simulator before American Truck Simulator came out. But you can race other trucks on open roads. And it's like an actual sim, or is it more like an arcade racer? You can be chased by cops. Oh gosh. How would you even escape the cops in, you know, a big rig? You don't have the maneuverability or the straight line speed. You can ram through roadblocks and everything, but you're not getting away exactly. It's a truck simulator from '09 for PC. It's an actual simulator, but with street racing and cops. Interesting. Alright, nice and smooth through here. Woo, okay. Keep the rear under control. Keep the rear under control, Isaac. Yep. Yep. Okay. Don't want to do that. Do not want to do that. That is bad. Hopefully we end up against some other like fast cars. Most of the categories we're in, a lot of the races, the odds are in our favor. This is the only one that has even odds, the 3.0 odds. So I'm hoping we get some harder races, because I am genuinely loving the Vet, and I want to see what kind of vehicles I can go up against. I want to take it to that Skyline, or maybe like in you know, the SLR AMG. SLR, not SLR McLaren, sorry. SLR AMG. Really, Isaac? You know, those vehicles. I want to take it to them. The Ford GT. I want to see what kind of how this stacks up pace-wise. Because this genuinely has some great speed, great cornering. Like, yeah, it's not the Z06, right? It's not like the highest performance version of the Corvette. For some reason, I don't know why they didn't get the highest performance version, but this is still really cool. And it handles really, really nice. Like, I'm loving driving this thing. It's a little bit spicy on S-curves, like high-speed S-curves going from one direction to the other. But everywhere else, it feels really good to drive. And usually that spiciness comes from overdriving the car. As big American pushrod V8s thundering around to start its final lap. It just looks so good. Like, yeah, I know the design is a little bit dated now because of the pop-up headlights and, you know, all that stuff. But it still looks really good. Like, it's difficult to say that there is a bad-looking Corvette, right? Like, there's like, that's one thing that GM has done well, and that's make the Corvette look, you know, really, really nice. It's just, oh my gosh, the C5 especially. It just looks really nice. Absolutely love the look of this thing. Wouldn't mind owning a Corvette someday. Maybe I can get like a C4, hopefully a C5 or something like that, if the price ever goes down on them. Right now, yeah, it's got so many people holding onto them, hoping to become like the super collector's items, that the price is kind of holding on them. But, oh my word, these are nice. Bonk. Alright. No lowballers. I know what I got. POV, you try to get a rolling chassis of an S13 for less than 5 grand. No lowballers. I know what I got. Yeah, you have a piece of metal that's useless without an engine or any of the other drivetrain components. You're not doing anything with it. It's sitting there. At least, you know, let me turn it into a project car. Nope, 5 grand? Okay. Sure, buddy. There we go, that's another level up. Give me them grippy boys. Yeah. There we go. Alright, let's see what other races we can enter. Now I got an American car race. Rust? No, it's a Rust Belt Brown. Very rare color. It's a custom color, you know? It's a custom livery. Gosh. Alright, Ford GT, Viper, Corvette, Mustang, T-Bird. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. Let's see. I mean, open California roads. A high-performance American V8 muscle car. Like, this is a match made in heaven. The palm trees, the waterfront view, the getting squeezed by the Mustang into the wall. What's that Fernando Alonso quote? All the time you have to leave a space. All the time you have to leave a space. Alright, the Mustang and the Viper are fighting. I gotta get... Oh, thank you. Out on the inside. There we go. Into the lead. Alright, nice and gentle. Nice and gentle. Come on, Isaac. Gosh. For being in a PS2 game, the tracks are genuinely really pretty looking. You know, quite a lot of detail and everything. You're actually living in one of these houses and just having, you know, high performance sports cars racing by, catching air even as they're going over, you know, the jumps and everything. That's gotta be so cool to watch. It would absolutely tear up the car's suspension and drivetrain components IRL, and is why you never see this. Plus, it'd be genuinely dangerous for anything outside of like rally cars or like stadium super trucks or like, you know, those types of things to do. But still. There we go. Alright, nice and easy, Isaac. Come on. Come on. Yes! Another little jump. It's so much fun. Like, it's got just the right amount of, like, whimsy while still being, you know, sim-like and everything. It's basically Enthusia's answer to Seattle circuit with all the jumps and everything on it. Alright, now through the park section. So we get to see more and more of the greenery, more and more of the trees. Yes. Past all the McMansions and everything. Give them a little bit of slide, lay down a little bit of rubber in front of their houses. Alright, through the chicane, past the marina. Out past the different houses, the multicolored houses, into the parking lot. And now the downhill section, huge speed. Let's do it. The amount of airtime you get from this is absolutely... Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. If you can't tell, I do love my vets. And this track is genuinely fun for me. It's one of my... It's not as fun as Marco Strada. Oh gosh. But it is still a very fun course with all the airtime, with all the cool chicanes, with the variety of corners as well. And it's genuinely technical and challenging. You get the elevation change, you get, you know, so many different types of corners. You get your high speed sections, you get your heavy braking zones, you get your trail braking zones. Like, it's a really, really good course. They did a good job with designing this one. Alright, easy. Alright, little bit of time lost there. Rear got just a little bit squirrely. We're all good now. Jump into the tunnel. Holy cow, we are winning this by a huge margin. We need some tougher races, guys. Come on, game. We have a beautiful car that I'm really vibing with. Give me like the tough races. I want to see what I can do against the really fast cars. At the max level of it too, you know? The TBR Cerberus, your Vipers, your SLR McLarens, the Ford GTs, the EB110s, all that stuff. I wanna see what this thing can do against them. Because right now, it feels so good to drive. Oh, we're getting power now. Some new intake and exhaust components. Yeah, I know our ranking's decreasing by 1. I'm entering the hardest races I can. Welcome, Gil Spire. Did he play racing games with friends? I do, actually. I do, a lot of, most of like the sim racing I do with like friends and everything. And occasionally, it's been a while since this year has been, to put it lightly, very hectic. I have done a few collabs with people that I interact with on a semi-regular basis in the VTuber sphere, with like Wreckfest and Need for Speed Underground and everything. Ooh. Tuner. Japanese sports car versus American sports car on a downhill toge battle. Yeah. There we go. A little bit more acceleration. Welcome, Beta Gamer. Hope you're good. How are you doing today? Right now, we are doing a toge battle between a Corvette and a Supra. I want to see how well this thing can perform. Oh, little bit of a lob tap with the wall there. Little bit of a lob tap. We're all right. We're all good. Nice and smooth through the corners, a little bit of a slide. What's really cool with this, you get to see the pop-up headlights of the Vets. I have a question. If you finish GTA Vice City, will you be playing the Sindako Chronicles of... I've actually already beaten Liberty City Stories. That was a GTA game we were playing before Vice City Stories now. And then after Vice City Stories, we're gonna be going... Wait, Sindako Chronicles of Liberty City Stories. Is that like a game mod? Hang on, what is that? I may... Oh, Sindako Chronicles is different. Okay, so it's like a ROM hack type of thing. Interesting. I'm not sure. I want to at least play through all the mainline GTA games first, you know? This is the last of the 3D ones. I'm gonna do 4 and its DLCs. And then I want to do 5. And then by then, hopefully 6 is out. We can play that. We can stream that as one of the games. Yeah, it's a GTA News Story mode mod. Interesting. I will have to look that up. If after this stream or on like Discord or whatever, you can send me like a link to the mod. I can maybe like check it out. So that'd be interesting to see. I maybe once we go through like the mainline GTA, the vanilla GTA games, we might see what some of the ROM hacks are, what some of the mods are, and all that stuff, and see what we can do with them. It just got recently released a year ago. Okay, so it's a fresh game mod. Interesting. Yeah, if you like on Discord or like on Twitter, like DM me a link to that. That'd be super. I would be super appreciative just to kind of at least check it out and see. I know I still want to play the mainline GTA games first, but after we get through all of those, maybe that could be fun to do. It's not HDF. Yeah. It's, you know, from the 3D era. It is from the 3D era of the GTA games. It's like a mod for, I think, either Liberty City Stories, I think, or like GTA 3. One of those two, I'd imagine, because those are the ones that use the Liberty City map. There's another GTA New Story mode mod. Yeah, it wasn't there a GTA mod of GTA 3 that changes it up a bit. Oh gosh, reverse Nürburgring. No thanks. No thanks. No reverse Nürburgring. No. No thank you. I don't like backwards Nürburgring. I'm not a big fan of backwards low end steering either, because trying to take the it's the Pirelli Redemption. Places like I believe. Awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out. But I want to play through the mainline GTA games first, and then I can see some of the mods and everything. That's cool that people are creating mods for those games, though. That is really awesome. Bonk. All right, a little bit of a love tap at the wall. Come on, big push. Oh, this thing is beautiful. Mainly because, one, I kind of want to help build up the hype. Oh, not only of myself, but, you know, of everyone else watching for GTA 6. Going through all the games and everything, seeing some of the features that work, some of the features that didn't, what some of the hopes are for the game and everything. And also because I genuinely, like, outside of racing games, I am a big fan of the GTA games. Like, you know, it's just super cool. Like, the stuff they do and everything, the world, and the interactivity of the world and all that. Like, it's just really, really fun. Alright. Easy there. There we go. Big push now, big push now. Come on. Oh, that roof is keeping pace with us. That roof's got that straight line speed and the cornering capabilities. So from that in GTA 6, your crimes will be on the news and the cops remember your license plates. Aw, sweet. That'd be interesting. I know in Red Dead Redemption 2, the cops would remember like your outfit or like your hairstyle and everything. So that's pretty cool. They're probably taking some inspiration from that version of the wanted system. So I know that was one of the features of Red Dead Redemption 2. I need to play the Red Dead Redemption games as well as like Red Dead Revolver. That would be fun as well. There's so many games, and so many things I want to do within the games as well. I want to revisit some of. I wanna. I want to revisit some of the other games I've already played with like special challenges and everything. To, you know, do that. So also realistically around the time that cops would be realistic depending on location. Makes sense if you commit a crime right outside the police station, it'd be pretty quick. Or like on the highway, but if you're in like the middle of nowhere, it'd be truly difficult. I play all the GTA 3D era. Gotta play the driver games. I need to play a lot of games. I know I want to play at least the first 2 Watch Dogs. That's on the list, eventually. I want to play the Mafia games. That's on the list. And probably the driver games as well. Probably the driver games too. Yeah. I gotta figure out a way to get San Francisco. That's the one I want to play the most. Like out of all the games, San Francisco is the one I want to play the most of the bunch. I think that would be really cool. Because that's one of the few that has, you know, the car switching mechanic and everything. And it's a lot more focused on like the racing and like the driving missions and all that side of it, which is really cool. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. I got 2 more laps left. High speed overtime. The sound of this, holy moly. Travis is Chris' favorite driver game. Yeah, it seems to be the general favorite of the bunch, which is, I mean, it makes sense. You know, you have a lot of the features. You have the licensed cars. You have, you know, the big, vast open world with other cool things to do in it. It's, you know, you get the storyline as well, which I heard is genuinely pretty cool. So it'll be interesting to see. Alright, here we go. Two more turns. If only we had a couple more laps, we'd end up lapping last place. Whatever one that one is. Oh, but the straight line speed of the vet. Yeah, not even the roof can keep up with it. Hopefully the next RS event is on a track that isn't absolutely terrifying to drive, like backward. Like Nordschleifer in general, not too bad. A little bit tricky, a little bit scary, especially in the more dedicated sims. Backwards Nordschleifer, you're just fighting against muscle memory, and it just feels so weird. Because the way to be fast at Nords is to have that muscle memory. There we go. Beautiful. This should give us a couple of upgrades. Maybe some lighter weight, some grippier boys. Yeah. You know, Driver 3 has a tummy of a steady pretty. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same as, yeah, he's like drowning in the swimming pool, whatever, with floaties. Just like GTA 3 has the Tanner parody character. He walks funny and is useless outside of a car. Yeah. Ooh, the Star Festival. I want to look up something real quick. Have we actually won the Star Festival before? Have we actually won the Star Festival before? No, we haven't. We have not. We have not actually won the Star Festival. All right, let's add that to the list then. Let's win the Star Festival. Ooh. We got a stacked grid as well. The TVR Cerbera, the TVR Tamara, so 2 high-performance British sports cars. The Roof CTR, and the SLR McLaren. Oh boy. 7 laps on a high-speed track against the SLR McLaren. Chat, are we cooked? Are we cooked, chat? Or do we think we can do this? We're gonna start closer to the front of the grid. There we go, out accelerate to Tommy Kyra. Holy moly. The speed of the CTR and SLR. Oh, and they're still side by side. I can't get by them in the corners. Send it 3 wide up the inside. Gotta be a little bit aggressive here. Little bit of friendly door banging. Use the banking to our advantage. Build a gap to the SLR. Brink at the first arrow. Down in the 3rd gear. There we go. Through the chicane now. Try to keep it as straight as possible. Little bit of a lift. Down in the 3rd for the sweeper right-hander. Late apex to get that exit speed. Aim for the end of the barriers here. Straight line it through the next chicane. All the way up. Carry as much speed as possible. Come on, come on. Alright, 1 second gap between us and first. Oh, and it's going to be closing rapidly. At least until we get to the banked corner again. The AI always underdrives on bank turns. They can't quite handle those. So that is our one saving grace here. Keep it in 3rd, keep it in 3rd. Don't go in a 2nd. You'll spin your wheels too much and you lose speed. Come on. What's the gap? 2 seconds. Holy crap, chat, we might actually win this. There we go. There we go. Beautiful speed. Yeah, on the straights though, that SLR really catches us up. The CTR we don't have to worry about too much anymore. They seem to have fallen way behind. But that SLR is, oh gosh, right on our rear again. Oh, way too close, buddy. Back off a little bit. Back off. There we go, that should extend the gap a little bit. But they are closer than I want them to be. I gotta be careful though. I don't want to slide the rear out too much here. Oh, 1.2 seconds. That's closer than the last lap. By a considerable margin. A little bit of air time. Oh, 0.4 seconds. Come on. We do not want to lose this. Through the 2nd tunnel. Alright, we gained a little bit of time through there. Not a lot, but a little bit, but they are still right up on us. They're close to get the draft as well, which will only make overtaking that much easier. Come on. No sliding out the rear, no sliding out the rear. Come on. There we go. 1.4, alright. We're building a gap again. Oh, this is a close battle though. It's in the straights with it really. Alright, 10.4. Yeah, they're half a second back. So we have a little bit of leeway. Two high-powered front-engine rear-wheel drive machines duking it out on these Japanese highways. Oh gosh. Oh, that's gonna cost us time. Yeah, that cost us a lot of time. They're right back on our tail. Here we go, save it. Alright, 2.5 laps to go. Can we keep it back? Can we keep it held back? Oh, that's the closest it's been in a while. There's no midway made area if you want to video game at 19. That's just 5. I did not actually. I'm not as familiar with Area 51. What even is that one about? Oh, it's gonna be passing us. No! Oh, it's pushing though. So are we. Come on. That are on the inside. Holy cow. This is gonna be close. This is gonna be so close. There we go, squeeze it a little bit, make them feel uncomfortable. Yeah, deep on the brakes, that's fine. Oh, he's looking up the inside, there. No can do, buddy. It's a terrifying, oh, it's like a survival horror game. Based on Area 51. So you gotta survive like aliens and like other monsters and stuff. Interesting. I've never played that one before, so I'll be honest, I haven't even heard much about it. Yeah. Alright, final chicane, final corner. Gotta really push. Come on, chat, I need you to root. I need you to cheer. We might finally win the Star Festival. It's gonna be a close one. It's gonna be a drag race to the finish line. Oh, they have the power advantage. Oh, but it was not enough. Holy moly. 8 minutes of battling for a half-second gap. Yeah, that was nice. That is very nice. Holy moly. Alright, let me catch my breath a little bit. That was tough. I was pushing to the absolute limit there. Oh my word, that was so much fun. Yeah, getting the vet leveled up a little bit closer. Just a little bit closer to max level. I think the next race is the Limestone Cup, which is at Mystic Caveway. The cutscenes in every one video game are amazing for a fact. Interesting. Alright, let's race at low and Searing. We haven't raced there yet today, so let's do it. Let's race there. Yeah, the SL McLaren is here as well. We got a Mustang, don't gotta worry about that. Don't need to worry too much about the Impreza. The Impreza usually underperforms compared to what the game thinks it can perform at. Oh, I love the flybys of the jets. That is always cool. That is always cool. Alright, brake. Oh gosh, alright. Want to brake a little bit earlier then, a little bit before the 100-meter marker. Little bit before the 100-meter marker. There we go. Back again to the right. Gosh, this thing. I'm gonna miss the vet. I wonder what kind of car we're gonna be getting next. It'll be in the competition, the competition class. So it'll be interesting. It'll be really interesting to see what kind of car we get in the competition class. Alright, nice and gentle. Alright, the SLR is still gonna give us trouble. But this is our track. This is a track we know and love and cherish. The kitty cat. This is the kitty cat. Go. Long, high-speed right-hander. It begins to open up and then it tightens up again as you get over the hill. You gotta watch for understeer here. Your car usually does like to get just a little bit wide, as you can see there. Now through backwards Radion. A little bit understeer there as well. Okay. A little bit more understeer than we wanted there. Alright, let's try to do a cleaner lap 2. Yeah, okay, so we want to find a way to brake at the 150-meter board. We gotta be careful though, because we're still turning at that point. We're still going through the high speed left-handers, so we don't quite have the stability we want. There we go. Oh gosh, okay, okay. Easy, easy, easy. Alright. We've got this. Nice and smooth. Oh, this is good. Feels really nice to drive. Horror games in first person feels more scary than third person. Yeah, because it's like right up in your face and everything. I don't do too well with horror games. I'll be honest, I will fully admit that I get scared a little bit easy with jump scares and everything. I especially don't do well with things that like are in that uncanny valley where you're like, you know, vaguely humanoid but obviously not human. You know, things like mannequins or like animatronics or like that type of stuff. Golems, you know. Those things kind of creep me out. Ironically though, one robot that doesn't creep me out and is actually like super cute is I guess in the Persona series. She's genuinely adorable, but I think, you know, her being super friendly and also being genuinely really useful and on your side helps to kind of ease the creepiness factor of having a robot. But yeah, no, horror games, I do not do well with horror games. It's one of those ones where it's fun to watch like other people play it, but then like I go to play it and I'm like, oh no, I don't wanna do it. I don't wanna do it. Alright. Ooh, the Arc of Triumph Anniversary. Alright, we got the Bugatti EB110, we got an NSX, we got a Ford GT. I know we can beat the Supra. We can probably beat the NSX. The Bugatti and the Ford GT are going to be tough. The Bugatti especially, because it's going to have that grip out of the slow speed corners with its four-wheel drive system. And powerful motor. That one's going to be genuinely tough. And I know it's not a Bugatti in this game, it's a Dower EB110. But like, the original manufacturer was Bugatti, like, it's a Bugatti. Like, they literally just changed the nameplate on it. They didn't really change much on the actual design. Oh, hi Ford. Can you not dive down the inside as I was turning in there? You know, vortex of danger and all that stuff. Holy cow, the Bugatti is quick. Alright, it's a little bit slow through the tight sections here. But I don't think we can make an overtake, let alone a clean overtake. Yeah. Oh man. Alright, on a downhill section, use it to help the turn in a little bit. Alright, I at least want to get points. We've never gotten points on the Arc to Triumph Anniversary race. And I want to try to do that. I just noticed at the top of the building there's people taking pictures there as well, which is really cool. Yeah, he's taking a defensive line into the hairpin. Come on. We gotta push, we gotta find a way past. Into the hairpin. Ah, we can't quite make it. Sick is able to carry more speed around the outside. Alright, up there with him again. Oh gosh. Little bit dirty, but we managed to sneak through. Now for us to defend. Whoa, 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 what's that silver car? That can't be the Supra, is it? That may be the Supra. That may be the Supra. Either way, something's coming up quick. And I am scared. I am terrified to see what it is. And maybe the NSX as well. Which if so, that'll be an interesting battle. It looks like the NSX. Oh gosh, we got two mid-engine high-performance supercars chasing us down in our front-engine American sports car. Alright, nice and gentle. Don't want any issues. Don't want any issues. Keep pushing. Yep, alright, a little bit of an off track there. That's alright. That is A-okay. We're good, we're good. The Bugatti is holding off whatever is behind it. And we're almost halfway through this race. We might actually win the Arc of Triumph anniversary. Which would be a wonderful way to cap off our journey with the Corvettes. Really getting to use it to its full potential. Alright. You know what's really cool is both Enthusia and Gran Turismo 4 use the Arc de Triomphe in one of their tracks in the game. In Gran Turismo, it was the George V Paris, and here it is Route de la Seine. So it'll be, of the two, both the tracks also kind of carry a lot of the similar traits. A lot of narrow roads, a lot of tight technical corners. Very difficult to pass, at least with the Gran Turismo game though, it's a rally course. And this one is a full-fledged course where you're racing against 5 other opponents. So, a little bit tricky. Little bit tricky. Nice and gentle through here. Come on, come on, come on. Keep it going. Yeah, we're maintaining the gap. We're maintaining the gap to second. Alright, we got this. Nice and smooth. Little bit of a graze here. Little bit of a graze on the brakes. Oh gosh, that was a really slow lap time. And we massively overshot the corner. We massively overshot the corner there. That's alright. We'll maintain the gap. We can afford to have the gap close up a little bit. We actually have a solid lead. Once we got past the Bugatti, yeah, even then it still was enough for them to catch us up. The Bugatti must be defending hard against the two vehicles behind it. Or would be the 3 vehicles behind it, because I'm only seeing one other vehicle way back there. Wonder what one that one is. It's gotta be like the Super or something, right? Maybe. And imagine a heavier vehicle like the Super would struggle a bit on the tighter, twistier French track like this. But I've been wrong before. There we go, there we go. Alright, brake between the 100 and 150, not at the 100. Braking at the 100, the car will definitely be going way too fast to slow down. And you will not have enough time to make the corner. Here we go. Oh, okay, whatever. It is the NSX. Alright, the chase is on now. Half a lap to go. NSX is rapidly reeling us in. That lightweight mid-engine beast. Basically the ultimate of the NA2 NSXs. It is the Type R with the carbon fiber. With the lighter weight interior, with the revised suspension. Oh boy. Oh boy. No, 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 no. I know I kind of closed the door a little bit on them, but they were rapidly gaining on us. Holy cow. GG to the NSX, getting past even the EB110 with its absolute powerhouse of an engine. They gave a good fight. Yeah, no upgrades there. So we get one more race with the Corvette then. I'm happy with that. We get one more race with the Corvette. Wonder what options we have. You know what? Bookends. A race on the Nordschleife. We started in the Corvette at the Nordschleife, and now we are finishing in the Corvette at the Nordschleife. That's a solid way. That's a solid way to turn it around, right? Nice. Nice and easy. Alright, here we go, here we go. Oh, the speed with this thing fully upgraded though. The acceleration, it is noticeably quicker. That is terrifyingly quick. Holy moly. Wow. All right. Easy. Easy there. Oh, okay. Alright, we're good, we're good. Got the car just a little bit sideways. But we're good. Alright. We're doing good, we're doing good. Nice and smooth through here. Little bit of an off track early on. Much more of an off track there, even a wall tap. Let's not do that anymore. Let's keep the vet clean. It served us well. I'm gonna miss that sound. I'm gonna miss that sound so much. It just sounds so good. Holy cow though, the new power of the Vets. The lighter weight, the grippier tires. This thing is an absolute monster on the track. Like it feels like a borderline race car with the sheer speed. I'm loving this so much. Alright. Nice and easy. Here we go. Kept it on track for the most part. Brake at the curbing. There we go. Nice and smooth through here. Into the carousel. Brake just before the sign. Oh man. There we go. Nice and steady. Alright, back to the right. Alright, now a lot of high-speed, twisty sections. We can handle that, right? We can handle that. Alright, there we go. Nice solid speed. Nice steady cornering. No issues, no mistakes. Here's YouTube corner. Brake just before the jump. Down in a third. Holy cow. Absolutely pushing this thing to the limit. And I'm sure people could probably still run much faster lap times. It's just the nature of the Nordschleife. It's one of those, even if you're okay at it, there's so much time to be gained. It is difficult to run a perfect lap of it. It's more so a race of attrition, a race of survival. Alright, let's see now. How fast can this go in a straight line? Fifth gear, over 150 miles an hour. It is still rapidly accelerating. Beginning to enter the uphill section, 170. $180. Alright, so 182 it seems. And it seems like that the 6th gear in the Vet and the C5 Vet just does not. It's basically just a highway cruising gear. Like, it doesn't seem like it's there for like that extra performance. It's there basically just to, you know, okay, yeah, you want to safe you on the highway, not make too much noise and everything. That's what it seems. That's what it seems like it's there for, anyway. There we go. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I know our ranking decreased. That's fine. We can have it steady with the next change of cars, though. I'm curious what they'll be. It'll be the competition cars. And I think a solid amount of prototypes. Yeah, we have 3 of them. 2 prototypes and 1 touring car. We have the Astra V8 Coupe for the 24 hours in the Nordschleife. This will be a lot of one-make races with the touring cars. We have the Toyota GT1. Basically a prototype. It's technically a quote-unquote production sports racer and everything. But it's basically a, you know, a prototype. And then we have the Audi R8 LMP1. Beautiful car. Holy cow. Alright, let us pull up the random number generator. If it is a 1, it is the Astra. If it is a 3, it is the Audi. If it's a 2, it's a Toyota. Oh, yes. I will happily do that. The Audi R8. Yeah. I like that a lot. A 4-1 high downforce LMP. I'm excited. I am excited. I want to see what kind of trouble we can get into this beast. Got Speediopolis. We have Tsukuba. We got Lowen soon. Let's do Lowen soon. It's probably the closest thing to something like this could be actually, like, you know, raced on and everything. Oh yeah, I am excited. Gosh, racing LMPs at Tsukuba has got to be genuinely terrifying. There's like almost no runoff. You're barely getting the 3rd gear, or like barely getting the 4th gear before you're heavily braking again. Oh yeah. Holy moly. So when you say East Coast, you actually see the Atlantic? Not quite. It's still about an hour and a half drive for me to get to, like, the actual, like, Atlantic Ocean. Alright. I am on the waterfront, but I'm on the Chesapeake Bay waterfront. Chesapeake Bay is a large body of water that basically kind of splits up the middle of Maryland and is a brackish, meaning not full in salt water, but not fresh water either, body of water that is fed into by the Susquehanna River, along with a couple other smaller rivers. And that is where we get things like our famous Maryland blue crabs and a bunch of other like fishing and aqua-agricultural products. Is going to the beach something Americans do in the US? I mean, it depends on where you're from. If you're from like the Midwest, going to the beach is a fairly long journey. You gotta think US is huge. But for someone like that lives on the coast, yeah, going to the beach is a semi-fairly common occurrence. It depends on where you are. But like if you're like out in like central US, you'll usually like vacation at like a lake or something like that instead. Alright, time to get back up there with the rest of the field. Alright, let's not spin the car out this time. We're gonna keep it in third gear. Try hard mode on. Basically, we gotta catch up to one of the most successful race cars of the 90s. And basically the same exact vehicle as ours, but run by a different team. Gotta remember with the race cars, because they're so snappy, you usually want to be one gear higher than you think you need to be in the low speed corners in order to minimize wheel spin. But you go from having plenty of grip with the racing slicks and the downforce and everything to having nothing at all. And so you're like really trying to hold it together. Hey Reggie, hope you're doing well. Right now we are racing the wonderful Audi R8 LMP1, the 2004 version of this vehicle, against a bunch of other sports prototypes. We recovered from an earlier race spin and then back into the lead. But I hopefully get the story going on Assassin's Creed 2. Yeah, definitely. It's a good game. I like the early Assassin's Creed games. We just got done racing a bunch in our Corvette, getting that to level 10. We won a couple of the RS races that we haven't won before in adding that off, or checking that off on the list. And now we're up against a plethora of racing cars. Oh yeah, the Alfa Romeo is great as well. That was a beautiful machine that really served us well. Beautiful little front-wheel drive V6 bean. Oh, opening the legendary app for Shelby GT himself. Yes. Ford Shelby GT is here. We got a bunch of people watching tonight, just vibing and everything. Easy. Alright, back again to the right. And we go back to the left. Brake just before the 50-meter void. Through the hairpin. Keep it in second gear. we go. Nice and smooth through the twisties. A little bit of a graze of the brakes. So what type of racetrack you're racing this time? So this is a fictional racetrack called Lowenseering. It's one of the premier racetracks in Enthusia Professional Racing, and one of the few permanent racetracks in the game. Yep. And the reason it is called Lowenseering, Lowen being the German word for lion, is if you look carefully at the track map, you can see it is the outline of a kitty cat. Right now we are on the tail, about to go onto its back. With the part where if you scratch it, the cat like does the back arch thing. European V8 is better only because every car can produce different sounds. American V8's the same sound. I don't know, you have the cross plane versus the flat plane American V8s. Like the Coyote sounds different than the Voodoo engine. But they both sound really good. I love my rumblies. But yeah. The Audi is a little bit spicy. We're gonna have to adjust the alignment a little bit on the Audi. I think we're gonna have a little bit more rear toe in. I think. No, rear toe in? Rear toe out? I gotta check, give me a second. Rear toe in. Yeah. There we go. That way we get a little bit more of that stability, because we've had a couple, in terms of CC, European ones are better. Yeah, but in terms of actually having to work on them though, holy moly. Your European V8s are interesting to say the least. I've worked on my share of Audi V8s. And let me tell you, those are pain in the butt. They're a pain. Plastic timing chain guides with their freaking backwards mounting timing systems. So you gotta remove almost the entire engine just to get to a wear component. Alright. There we go, easy. 10 AM for Atlas and Sega. Ooh. 3 AM for Arc System Works GC. Wait, GG. So has anything been confirmed yet for the state of play? Anything that's super exciting? Holy cow. Okay, racing the wet with these prototypes at Tsukuba is tricky. Yeah, tricky's the word. Alright, get that draft. Say to play it done, it's the game show, okay. Was there anything... Phantom Brave? Oh yeah, the Metal Gear remake, right? Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty awesome, actually. Holy cow, okay, this car is trying to murder me. This car is trying to absolutely murder me in the turns. Think about trading a PS4 to get 280 and the PS5 costs 500. Yeah, but like the PS5, you basically just be playing PS4 games on it anyway. And there's not a whole lot of like PS5 games on the market that are worthwhile. Like you have Astrobot. You can run Gran Turismo in a slightly higher fidelity. You can play The Last of Us remastered again. in ever so slightly higher definition. It just doesn't quite make sense. Like, outside of the GTA 6 and whatever the new Persona game is coming out, there isn't much reason currently to have a PS5. Yeah, but PS4 games aren't really put on a show. True. But I'd probably still wait and see if you can eventually get, like, a PS5 with a disc drive on sale, especially once the PS5 Pro comes out. And you have some people, like, trading them in or whatever. Or people were kind of phasing the regular PS5 out of existence. That'd probably be the time to get it, I think. Holy cow, they have a lot of traction out of the corners. They have a lot of that straight line speed, a lot of traction out of the corners. Jeez, even in third gear, my rears are absolutely sliding around in the wet. Alright, nice and gentle. Come on, we gotta gain some time. We keep seeing them. What kind of... Alright, so 3-second gap to the leader. Let's keep watching that. Let's see if we can't... close the gap a bit. No way, I can't really trade the PS4. Got it doing some of the weirdest. So it has that sentimental value as well. Yeah. Nah, I get that. It's like my PS2. It's got that sentimental value to me. So it's like even if it goes like kaput, I'd probably then take it apart, frame it, and then like mount it on my wall. I think that'd be like a great retirement for it if it ever like gets to a point where, you know, there aren't parts available for it and something goes up on it and it's not, you know, usable anymore. I think then that would be, you know, that would be a fitting retirement spot for it. Just a memory of all the fun times and everything. It'd be sad when that day comes, though. There's a lot of memories. A lot of memories with that console, with people that are no longer here. So, you know, I want to make sure I preserve that as much as possible. Yeah, if it is kaput, I'll probably take it apart and yeah, like a glass case or something. Yeah. Something like that I think would be really, really cool to do. Obviously I'm gonna try to keep it operational for like the longest amount of time possible. But if it's not, then, you know, it'll get a nice retirement. Make sure I thoroughly clean, you know, every component and everything. Alright, easy here. We got 2 more laps to try to get at least 1 more overtake. Hopefully it lasts a while. The PS3 is about 10 years and still go. Yeah! My PS3 is a little bit worse to wear. Just cause that one's been up and back to college a couple of times. And it's probably gotten like roughed around. It's been through a couple of moves. So that one's, you know, probably gotten roughed up a little bit more. I'm braking too late. That's what's killing my time. Greek saying for the eye. How namin to me because media I am butchering that, I apologize. My pronunciation for like phonetic words and everything is quite terrible. I don't quite know as much on like Greek pronunciations and everything. Oh, that last lap was terrible. That last lap was pretty rough. Hopefully get something to upgrade the car with. Those last couple of laps are a bit rough around the edges. No, okay. I guess not. Alright, let's see what other races we can do then. In fact, we only have a little bit of weight reduction. It's a little bit worrying. Speediopolis ring. Let's do it. We have the most downforce, and as long as we can stay in a slipstream, I think we'll be alright. We may as well give it a shot. Alright, can you get off my inside quarter panel there? There we go, side by side with the McLaren. The McLaren does have a little bit more straight line speed, but we got the downforce. Oh, so much downforce. Holy cow. Dang, this is quick. This is very, very fast. The speed, the cornering capabilities. Like, this is borderline like IndyCar levels of pace. Wow. Remember burning in Black Ops 2 multiplayer back in the days. Gotta revisit sometimes. Yeah. I haven't done a whole lot of like the first person shooter stuff, but I remember like a lot of my roommates used to do like the LAN parties and everything in college. Getting that working with like their older Xboxes that they brought up and doing like Black Ops and that type of stuff, or like Halo LAN parties on the floor. Those were fun. Those were pretty fun. Watching everyone, you know, doing the fun stuff like the zombies maps and everything, or what does the game say you meant to put? It was the console, the PS2. The PS2 stopped working a little while ago. A couple years back, actually, now. Bit before the pandemic. And I took it to a game repair store and they managed to finally, it took them a bit of searching, but they managed to get the parts to repair it and everything. But the difficulty of them finding that part made me realize, oh crap, if I'm not careful, this won't last. You know, I won't be able to play all these games. That's when I kind of started looking into options. I saved a bunch of money, built a PC, and began, you know, kind of converting all the games I had to like the ISO files, and getting them to be able to play them on the emulator and stuff. That way I could still at least relive the memories, even if the console itself, you know, may no longer work. Holy cow, the grip of this thing, 45-second lap times. "45-second lap times on a 2.5-mile course." It's getting faster. Alright, this one's gonna be a little bit slower. We missed the apex massively there. The speed of this though, holy cow. This is immense. Like, no other car has a downforce to even keep up. Like, this still falling behind corner after corner, as the R rate can just grip through here. Yeah, that one was a little bit slower. Let's go just a little bit quicker. Through the corners. Wait, is the TSO-20 actually catching us? Oh, they're catching us! Okay. Oh, no! Alright, but they're gonna get into the dirtier in the corners now. So it's gonna be a little bit tougher than the pass. One more lap. Can we make it stick? 45, almost 45 flat. 45 alt 1. Yeah, I think they backed off a little bit. They backed off, they got a little bit scared in the corner. Yeah. Yeah, they don't want to pass in a non-banked portion. They back off massively there. There we go. Nice clean race. I think we have time for like 1 or 2 more races, I think. So let's do this. Let's see what kind. Ooh, we got 3 levels in 1 race there. Alright, I'll take it. I'll take it. I will definitely take it. Alright, let's see. Let's see what races we can do. But yeah, if it happens, the PS4 going kaputs, Genevieve said. Yeah, but it's, you know, a lot of memories and stuff like that, you know? Lot of the good memories, a lot of the good times and everything, just vibing with the bros and everything. It feels weird because you kind of attach those memories to, you know, that object. you see the object, you know, you play the games, you know, you do the you know, all that, and you're like, oh man, I remember doing this with, you know, so and so and everything. It brings back the memories of that person, and it's kind of cool how a little piece of, you know, plastic and metal and everything can basically allow us to, you know, relive those memories. This is gonna be a tough race. We just gotta be locked in, you know? Oh man. Yeah, I see you. I see you there. Squeeze you out a little bit wide. There we go. Went on short shift out of the corner there. That way we can maximize our traction. There we go, there we go. Keep the speed up. Yeah, it's only us in the TSO 20. Only us in the GT1. Germany versus Japan. Alright, nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. There we go, there we go. Oh, rear got a little snap happy there. There we go. Oh, you hear the 787B there. The rotary of the 787B. Absolutely beautiful car. Alright, come on. Nice and easy. Into the hairpin. Alright, I finally got in the hang of the prototype. I finally got in the hang of the prototype. There we go. I feel like consoles of metal and plastic. But yeah, no, like it's the memories you make with like the objects that, you know, gives them that sentimental value. Either, you know, by yourself, kind of enjoying, you know, a little bit of the peace and quiet. And not to say peace and quiet, but like enjoying, you know, I guess a little bit of, you know, being by yourself and kind of vibing. Or, you know, being with the bros, being with the friends and everything as well. It's a good mixture of both. And it makes those great memories that you kind of attach to, you know, the games, the consoles, and everything. It's just code, it's just plastic, it's just metal. But like what you do with it is what makes it, you know, which gives you that memory with them. Makes it really enjoyable. Alright, easy. Easy. Alright, there we go. Nice and smooth. Yeah, you kind of vibe, especially like during the winter months when you can't really do much outside and you're just, you know, sitting cozy on the floor next to the, you know, the heater vent. And you're just playing, you know, like you're playing Gran Turismo 3 for the 15th time or whatever. It's still, you know, as a kid, playing through, trying to get the licenses, grinding up, you know, the beginner league events to try to get, you know, the Mustang or whatever, so you can actually enter like the faster car events. Isaac is swimming him in a race, having sentimental thoughts. Yeah, pretty much. I'm right now. I am the definition of Wii vibing. Like it's. Cause I remember the childhood memories of this game as well. You know, I remember trying so hard to get all like the American cars and everything, all the classic cars. Cause not a lot of games at the time really had a lot of, like the classic American cars. So I'm like, oh, it's got the Firebird. Oh, it's got this. And my parents are like that as well, because there's a lot more cars that in this game that they kind of, you know, identified with. Obviously, I've talked in the past about how the Chevy Astro in this game, my parents had the GMC version, the GMC Safari. And, you know, they would kind of share some memories of, you know, that, you know, some of the other classic ones, like the first generation Mustang. You know, my dad had a friend, you know, growing up that had, you know, the old, you know, bought one of the early Mustangs and everything, and he's, you know, talking about how, yeah, you know, it was a beautiful car, but he sometimes trashed it a little bit. You know, trying to do burnouts and everything would end up damaging a clutch or destroying an axle, so they'd have to, you know, go get a new one and spend a weekend tearing apart the rear end in order to, you know, make it work so he could drive to school on Monday. Or, you know, like the Datsun Z as well, you know. My dad's memories with one of his buddies in when he first started working. He had the 80s Datsun Z, not the later 80s, but like the earlier 80s Datsun, the pop-up headlights. And you know how he said that one was an absolutely beautiful car, and he wished his friend had managed to keep it, but unfortunately I had to sell it because, you know, I have difficult financial times. Got a little small, little Mazda thingy, I forget what it was. Little front-wheel drive Mazda thing. I think it was the Protege? Maybe. Which granted wasn't a bad car in and of itself, but it was one of those things where it's like, you know, you go from, you know, the beautiful sports coupe of the Datsun Z, the Nissan Z, to, you know, little Mazda Protege type of thing. You know, because, you know, you're having kids, you had a bit of financial issues in the early 90s and all that. Yeah. lot of what ifs and everything. I remember one time during a summer, I tried to challenge myself. Actually, we may be able to get this to level 10 without much issue. Trying to challenge myself to play through Need for Speed Underground, but with every single vehicle. So every single starter car, from the Golf to the Neon, doing a different playthrough with each of them. The Neon and the Golf are the two harder ones, believe it or not. The Golf just did not have power. Even when upgraded, then the Neon had too much power, not enough front wheel traction. So you were struggling a little bit in it. But yeah, trying one summer to do that with every single of the starter cars, that was fun. The Civic wasn't bad. The Miata was the best. The Miata was by far the easiest to do. The Civic was pretty solid. The Peugeot wasn't too bad either. Honestly, the only two that gave me like massive amounts of difficulty were the Neon and the Golf. Those two are the two of the more difficult ones. Mainly the drag racing in both of those, because again the Golf just did not have that acceleration, and the Neon had too much power and not enough front wheel grip, which made it, whoa, you know, an absolute pig at the start, because you're just spinning your wheels while the rear wheel drive and four wheel drive opponents are absolutely launching ahead of you. Your four wheel drive is OP in the drag racing modes in both of the underground games. Not as much in Most Wanted, because the nitrous there actually not only increases your engine power, but actually increases your tire grip as well. Which is why you sometimes see when I'm playing through that, I'll use the nitrous to pull myself out of a slide if I get a bit loose in the corner. Awesome, I'm the only one who plays the game on the first time and tries an auto display all the setting. What I usually do is, my first time I played on like normal or medium difficulty, because that's probably what like the developers intend for like the first time difficulty. And then once I get like a level of like, you know, skill with the game, and I want to replay it, then I go back through with like a hard or like a max difficulty setting. Like my first playthrough of all the Mass Effect games was on normal difficulty, but then I've since played through all three on Insanity with 3 of the 6 classes: Infiltrator, Soldier, and Engineer. So, you know. Like, once you get to a point where you're like, yeah, I really like this game, you know, you're getting good at it, you kind of understand the mechanics, you kind of understand, you know, you kind of know what to expect in different levels and everything. So you can spec out your squad mates for that. You can, you know, come prepared. Then it's fun. We finished Last of Us 1 on hard, and I'm crushing after like 2 weeks. Yeah, I never managed to do crushing, and not having the heads-up display made it really difficult. Most of the underwater sections where you're like, okay, how much oxygen does Joel have? Oh, I'm drowning? Okay, cool. This is one of those things where the heads-up display is basically a visual manifestation of what Joel feels. Because, like, well, we are not Joel. We don't know if he is drowning. We don't know if he's bleeding out and all that stuff. Like, yeah, I know the animations subtly change and everything. But, like, when you're in the midst of a massive firefight, you know, it's a bit difficult. I'm gonna try a Survivor Plus. Like, honestly, crushing wouldn't be, at least in the first one, wouldn't be that bad if you still has a heads-up display. Like, yeah, limit ammo, make the enemies a little bit spongier and do, you know, a little bit smarter and all that stuff. But, like, you kind of still need that heads-up display. Because otherwise, you're going in without information that you'd otherwise know as Joel. Yeah, the second one, the new infected in the second one is one of the few good things about the game. But yeah. Not as much of a fan of the second one. Ooh, a little bit wide there. Little bit wide. Alright, there we go. Nice and smooth through here. Gosh, I can't imagine what it was like to drive, you know, the R8 Le Mans prototype. Especially in the American Le Mans series with things like, you know, the Miami Street Course with all its hairpins, or Long Beach, or, you know, freaking little tiny Lime Rock Park. Like, trying to drive an LMP1 at Lime Rock has got to be absolutely mental. I can't imagine someone actually doing that IRL. But people who did it during the American Le Mans series, they were like, holy cow. That was crazy stuff. There we go. Nice. 159. Yes, please. Ah, a little bit of water. Little bit of water. Nice. This should be enough for a level up. Oh, are you kidding me? Okay, one more race. We got one more in us. So we can get this thing to its maximum level. And then we go back to the compact. The fall from grays, from the LMPs to the compacts. Yeah, a race at Speediopolis. Final race. Oh, we might do one race in the compact car by choice as well, just to get used to that. How do I go for you? Goodbye. I'm too tired for work. Make sure this reaches the workplace. Oh, the speed. Yeah, this is what it feels like when it's fully upgraded. The extra grip on the tires, the lighter weight body. Don't really have a whole much increase in power, but you do see a noticeable power increase. Not much difference in the engine note though compared to the street cars. I want to see if we can't get into the 44s. I want to see if we can't get into the 44s. I hope we can. Oh my gosh, this thing is a beautiful beast of a machine though. Consistently over 200 miles an hour. Getting close to the red line there. Having the grip to carry through the corners at a higher speed as well. Yeah, this will definitely break the 45-second barrier. 1, 2, 3. Oh, 43s! Holy cow. Can someone real quick, for the 2024 Indy 500, can someone look up what the average lap time was for the Indy 500? Or for the qualifying lap times, we shall say, so that pit stops don't interfere. I want to see... what the speeds were. Another one. Oh, that's a tap. That's gonna be a little bit slower. This one's gonna be a little bit slower, probably in the 44s. Such a beautiful car. Yes, here we go, here we go. Yep, 44s. Yeah, that one's a little bit slower. Alright, time to push for this one now. Like, really, really push. I want to see if we can't get into the 43.7s. We get close to lap 3. We got 4 more laps to try it in. Gotta lock in. Someone did it in 30 seconds. Yeah, okay, so that's open wheel cars. You know, running like 240 some miles an hour. For an LMP, the 43 seconds. Not bad, 43.7, there we go. Not bad at all. Alright, there we go. Two more laps. Yeah, whatever's behind us is still slowly catching us, I think. Yeah, the 787B. 43.6. That is some crazy speed. Yeah, alright, the 787B is getting a little bit closer. Come on, we gotta push. We gotta push. Oh, 1.5 seconds behind us now. Dang, okay, that's gonna slow us down a lot. What is gonna have a jet? The other guy has a 787B. It's a Le Mans Group C car from the late 80s, early 90s. So a little bit faster straight line speed, a little bit more power. But we have the downforce. As you can see there, we have a lot better cornering speed. But they were gaining on us in the straight. So we gotta watch out for that. Because holy cow, that was close. We almost lost it there at the end. Oh my word. Absolute beauty of a machine. There we go, there's the level up we want. Nice. Alright, let's change our vehicle. Back to the compacts. We don't have too many compacts left as well. Pretty soon that class will be fully complete. We only have two options here and then a bunch later on. Yeah, I'm excited for those as well. So we either have the Mitsubishi Colt, the modern little 1.5 liter cute little bean, or the Honda Civic RS. So we get two options. Bring out the random number generator. If it is 1, it is the Colt. If it is 2, it is the Civic. I hope it's 2. I want the classic Civic. Ayy. That's good. We have the Civic. Oh, and the beautiful Santa Fe, or the Sunset Orange. I mean, Moss Green looks pretty good on it. Le Mans Blue looks good. Like, these all look like really, really good. Kind of like the 1970s colors. We're gonna go with Sunset Orange, though. And we got we'll do one race with it. With the little Civic. Me wanting it to be the number one. The Mitsubishi Colt. I mean, the Colt's not a bad car as well. I wanted something a little bit more historic. Just something just super cute. Because I have a soft spot for these older vehicles. And holy cow. Alright. That's going to be a little bit tough. Here's the Honda Cup at Tsukuba. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. Final race, Tsukuba's circuit in the Hondas. We can do it. Little carbureted 1.2 liter inline 4. Oh, there goes the Integra. Oh gosh, this thing has no grip. Look, this thing has no grip. No. My ears are done after the race. Oh, I love this. I love the little inline 4-cylinder sounds. Although it's struggling. You can see it's barely able to break 70 miles an hour. The little SCCA B-spec type cars, you know, the little Volkswagen Golf, first generation Golf GTIs, or like your Dodge Omnis, those types of things. Those are fun to watch race. Looks like someone had a good breakfast. Ah, it's a cute little small bean. It is a little bit wiggly though. The suspension is super soft. Oh, it still understeers a little bit. It's got those old 1970s style tires on it. But it looks so beautiful though. I'd love to have one of these as like a little, like my summer car-esque vehicle to have, you know, for like just cruising and driving and everything. Be a fun car to have. Nice, good on fuel, very simplistic engine. But still, you know, stylish and, you know, got that retro look to it. Yeah. Oh, come on. This thing is so cute. It's so small. There we go, that's another lap down. Top speed, depending on what you ate for dinner yesterday. Top speed, yes. Like the poor Integra in first is just absolutely dominating everyone. So we're just kind of vibing in second right now, just, you know, cruising. Such a cute little car. It's just a cute little bean car. Oh gosh. Alright, a little bit late on the brakes. Little bit late on the brakes. You gotta remember this has the 1970s brakes on it as well. So it's got the drums in the rear. And I believe non-vented discs up front. Wonder if anyone's ever used like one of these old Civics for like rally racing or whatever. I'd imagine like this one would be pretty solid in its class for that. You know, decent grip on the front wheels, not super heavy, solid displacements, decent amount of power per liter. Wouldn't surprise me if the first generation Civic or the early generation Civics were actually used in like rally racing. Ah, it's so cute though. Just nice and smooth little car. It's you know, pedestrian, but we're just vibing in it. You know, just kind of having a time of our life. Got the windows down, the radio, and got our favorite tunes on the 8-track player. Does this even have an 8-track player? I gotta double check. Wouldn't surprise me if it did. Wouldn't surprise me at all if it did. Alright, one more. One more lap. Can we do it? Well, third place is not catching us, and we are not catching second, so we're just kind of vibing. We're just kind of just cruising. Cute little Honda. Absolutely lovely little car. Not too much long on this race. You can see as well, like, the Alfa Romeo, when it was fully upgraded, was like 107 in the dry at Tsukuba. This is like 1 minute 20. It is not a fast car by any stretch of the imagination. Oh, but this is so cute. Yum. Oh, almost 1 minute 20 on the dots. Ah, such a cute little car. We had a bunch of other cute little cars as well. The Honda Beats, the Honda S600. Absolutely lovely. Absolutely lovely cars. There we go. Yeah, I know our ranking. Our ranking kind of went down a little bit there. But anyway, I'm gonna be. Oh wait, I gotta save. I gotta make sure I save. This game does not have auto save. I gotta make sure I do that. Gotta remind Isaac to save. Alright, with that being said, I'm gonna be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, subscribe. Let me know we're doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know we're doing poorly so we can fix that in the future. With that being said, I'm Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, what a time it is for you, may it be a great time. And I will see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye.